Hi there, Hans Schaff here with Go Tiny Be Free, and today I want to just do a quick video tour of an Incred-I-Box. I've got an 8x16 Incred-I-Box behind me. It's actually an off-grid version, and I just want to go through real quick so you can kind of see some of the insides and outsides and see what it's like. Now, of course, I've modified this tiny home to for Airbnb purposes and for my own personal purposes, but you can kind of see the basic structure and kind of see what you can do with a tiny home. So without further ado, let me get up here. So my tiny house here, I've called the spROCKET, as in steel panel rocket or steampunk rocket, as in Rocket City here for Huntsville. But this is the front of the tiny house. I put an awning up top there to block the rain and change the light out. And but you got that same window there, and the door has been painted. Got some vents down there for the air exchanger, and built this little deck just to kind of go right next to the front entrance of my tiny house here. I think it works pretty well. And I've got this little chair there sitting there from Costco as well that fits pretty well as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go inside. Let me show you the inside of the tiny home. So this is the entrance to the spROCKET, my 8x16 Incred-I-Box off-grid package. And I'm just going to show you a quick tour of the tiny house to kind of give you an idea of what it's like on the inside. So obviously here's the front door, 36-inch metal door. I've changed the lock on there. It's a smart lock. And I've added some window coverings there, added a clock. There's a 32-inch TV. Put in a little pipe rail coat hanger. I'll go to the right around the room here. And again, this is a 16-footer, so you've got room in here for a twin or a full-size couch or bed. And I've got a little ottoman here that actually folds out. It opens up, and you can put storage sheets and towels and whatever linens that you want in there. Use it as a desk when you're sitting on the couch. I added, of course, you got the smoke alarm up there, the mini split unit, I put that in, and you've got these curtain rods, or just 3/4-inch metal galvanized pipe, or black pipe rather. Added some curtains, and hardwired this pipe light as well. It actually connects to this light switch right here, which they're smart lights, so it's all automated and whatnot. It can be controlled by your phone and the Alexa and that whole 9 yards. And then I got this little, my decorative wall. This is kind of the feature part that kind of stands out the most here. Now, of course, the countertops came with the tiny house. You've got the two cabinet bases there, the slow close drawers, which are great. The flip down countertop here, I lowered it just a little bit just to make it a little easier for when you're sitting underneath it, if you're typing on a keyboard or whatever. And it kind of just adds a little different depth to the field here. Of course, I added that light, that metal pipe that built all that, and it's kind of a neat little light. Kind of proud of it. That voltage meter fluctuates to the voltage as you turn the light up and down. And you can put your cell phone in there to charge your cell phone while you're got the bed folded out and you're sleeping or whatever. So there's that neon light. Little shelf system I built there with a black pipe as well for your kitchen items. Paper towel holder. There's some knives up there on the magnet, another clock, and you've got the window coverings. I changed the light fixture out to kind of match with the decor, and then I added this little guy up here as well, which he's just another light fixture that I built with some items behind there. And then you've got the storage loft behind. And of course, this is an off-grid unit, as I said, so you've got the 10 kilowatt-hour batteries back there. I'll zoom in so you can kind of see what those look like. Again, only this is with the off-grid package, so you've got those two big old batteries, 5 kilowatt each, two of them. And then that's a Starlink. I've got a Starlink internet connected to this home, satellite dish on the front of it, and some other smart hubs and devices up there as well, kind of tucked out of the way. I have a dehumidifier tucked up there out of the way. It drains to the outside of the home whenever it's on. You got a little microwave fits up there on the shelf, and I built a little shelf on top of wood. And then kind of a little closet area here. Again, some towels and things as well. Next to the energy recovery ventilator that I stuck on here as well. I put that into the wall, and those were those vents on the front of the home, so you can kind of get some fresh air in this small little space. There's your ceramic 250 watt heater. And I put in just some gauges and some dials to kind of go along with the steampunk theme. And there's a little thermostat for the mini split as well, so it makes changing the temperature real easy. Those are the controls for the air exchanger, high or low, on or off. And of course, then you got the fridge. Forget what size it is, maybe 3.1 cubic feet or so. It's got a separate freezer and fridge, basically all that you need for a space like this. And we move on to the bathroom. And here in the bathroom, you've got, of course, the light right here. I added these labels for all the switches so you kind of know exactly what switch does what, especially if you're on Airbnb and never been here before. Composting toilet. I did switch this out. I had a flush toilet that I left with the home because I had this additional separate brand Villa composting toilet. It's actually, I say composting, it's really just a waterless toilet that doesn't flush. It's got a built-in fan that runs 24/7 to kind of pull all the air in through it and exhaust it out the side of the house so you never have to smell anything. And then it also diverts the urine into the sewer system. So if you ever go off grid or you go to someplace, all you need is a gray water system. You don't need a black water system with this, which of course, if it's off grid, that makes it a little more feasible to take this, more locations and kind of be more remote and not have to worry about it so much. But anyways, so this cabinet right here is for all the electronics for the battery system. So it comes with the 2 batteries, 4 solar panels on top, and this inverter solar charger, and all these connections and stuff on here. So you've got your solar panel connections right here, so you can turn your solar panels on and off so they're not hot. You've got your solar charge controller inverter here, which controls the whole system. And I also wired in this little device right here, which is like an extra accessory for like $100 you can get. You just basically just plugs right into the bottom of the device and allows me to track the on my cell phone kind of how much power is being generated, what the load is, the state of the battery, all that kind of thing remotely, which is nice. And then you kind of have the disconnects here if you want to bypass the entire solar system and go from on grid, which that's what this is right here. This is the 30 amp connection to the grid. This connects, here's the disconnect, and then it comes into here. So the grid, when the battery gets low, will charge through the solar charge controller, will charge the batteries in case they start running down if I'm using too much appliances in here or whatever. Otherwise, this grid doesn't get used unless the battery's low. It'll charge it up to 100%, and then it drops back down until it needs to, if the solar panels, if it's not a sunny day for long enough or whatever, or I'm using too much power, then once the level gets low enough, the grid power will go ahead and charge the batteries back up in the meantime if solar's not, able to get that full again. So anyway, that's the power cabinet. And get some gauges on here as well. You got a battery, water. I don't have a black water tank or a gray water tank, so it's really just water. And then that's the button to turn the off-grid water system on. Here's the off-grid water system, rain collection system on the front of the home. And you've got a water filter there on the right. You've got a blue tank right there. So the water comes from the outside right here from the collection tank. It gets my pressure gauge and my thermometer here, so you can kind of see what temperature the water is that's coming in. And then it runs through a little filter right here. And you've got your pump, your 2-pump system here with the filter and all, and then it pumps it through to the filter down there, and then it runs into the house from there. So you can have basically rainwater filtered and pressurized. And this switch right here is the magic. You just turn this on and it runs the pump if you don't have water connected. The main water grid connection is down there as well. So I've got, again, both on-grid and off-grid options currently as it's set up right here. Those are non-functional, they're just little towel racks. I also added this little vanity mirror, just so you've got a little mirror here in the bathroom. And then you have a 36-inch shower, a good sized shower here for the Incred-I-Box as well. 36-inch full shower, works great. And of course I hung this pipe as a curtain rod here for both the shower and for the bathroom, so you can kind of close the curtain here and have a little privacy if you've got guests or whatever. And that's really about it. So anyway, this is the Incred-I-Box tiny house from Incredible Tiny Homes. This is the 8x16 version off-grid. I had it for about a year now, and like I said, I modified it and fixed it up myself for Airbnb. So it is on Airbnb as the spROCKET. You can find it if you go to gotinybefree.com and try tiny before you buy. Click on that link and it'll give you all the details about this particular home and renting if you're in the area. But I want to just kind of show you what it's like, what it can look like after you decorate it, and some of the different features and amenities. But it's a good space. I think the 20-footer is also a really good space. It comes with a loft up there above the windows, so you actually get an extra 4 feet going that way and a 4-foot loft essentially. So you can potentially have 4 people sleeping in there. You can have 2 people down there on like a queen bed, and then you can have 2 people in or 2 kids or something in the full-size loft, where you just put a ladder on the wall there or something there, and you can utilize that space and actually get 4 people in here pretty comfortably. Pretty tight, but it would work just fine. Anyway, thanks again. Just wanted to again show you this quick little tour, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And go ahead and click like, subscribe, and share this video with other people who may be interested in buying a tiny house. You can have this tiny house on wheels on the Cottages at Pine Lake property for $35,000, including a lot in phase 1. So go ahead and go to gotinycottages.com, get more information on that. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.